This assessment, the passive voice in Latin and English, was created based on principles of my Rubric 4.0. At its heart, it enables students at various levels to show their knowledge, skills, and understanding, providing the instructor with a wealth of data from which feedback can be given as students climb towards mastery. I strive to create an assessment that would adhere to the 10 criteria of that rubric that could be accessed by all students simultaneously or specific students at specific times. For this, I created it in Google Forms and assigned it in Google Classroom, a content management system where students can easily access this assessment along with results and feedback and so on. Of the 10 criteria, 7 are especially strong. I'll be brief with them and cover the others as we go. First, it's derivative of rigorous course content, as it includes tasks for various performance levels. Second, it's authentic in that it allows students to be original and creative. Third, it's problem based. No matter how you swing it, translation is all about problem solving. Fourth, it enables valuable feedback which can be given in real time that is personalized. Fifth, it is of a learning culture in that all students take it together, then each on their own in targeted areas to show growth. Sixth, it incorporates new literacy as students can choose their own devices. And seventh, it is accessible to all learners. It can be accessed in a number of ways, number of modes, even paper, to the discretion or disability of the student. This assessment, it's real. This assessment enables students to show what they know relative to the curriculum and grammatical standards in a number of ways at various performance levels, whether that be in Section 1, where they translate single verbs, or Section 2, where they find and inflect certain words, then translate whole sentences, or maybe Section 3, where they translate whole English sentences back into Latin. Probably the most difficult of all. Within each section, students can also show partial or full mastery, so there's even data that can be collected there. As well, there's a section that needed to be added. It's called self-assessment. It's one of the criteria for my Rubric 4.0. Here, students can reflect on their learning and performance. So, the data collected from each section will drive instruction in targeted areas for both individuals and groups of students. With the data being unique for each student as a result of the assessment being authentic, Google Classroom will allow the instructor to assign targeted practice or even reassign parts of the assessment to specific students. In closing, there are 2 remaining criteria that are not as strong as the others. First, essential questions are not front and center, but each task will lead students to understanding them. And second, this assessment is not necessarily relative to students' lives, except that it incorporates English, which they speak each to some degree, but that's just not good enough. It must be more relative, and it must address those essential questions more directly. Thanks for watching.